Good evening. Hope you had a wonderful Wednesday, second day of October. We are in 2 Kings 8. I'm always so excited to read the word morning and evening because, like I said, I pour my heart out to the Lord before I read the word. Whatever has gone on during the day, or if I wake up with something in my heart, the Lord 100% respond via the word, always. And I was faced with a decision this afternoon or evening, and it was a surprise. I didn't know about it, and it was an opportunity. And I was like, oh, Lord, is this your will? And, I was weighing the pros and cons, and I was like, how can I do this? And when God shuts one door, he opens another one. So I said, okay, well, Lord, you're going to reveal. And it's through this chapter, 2 Kings 8, talking about the Shunammite woman, the one who lost her son from a few chapters before, and his life was restored. Well, it so happens that the king one day was talking to Gehazi, remember Elisha's servant, and he was in conversation with him as far as the miracles that Elisha, performed before. And during this time, there was a famine in the land. In verse 1, it says, the Lord had called for a famine, and it lasted for 7 years. So the woman went to the area of the Philistine territory for those 7 years so that she could survive. And after 7 years, she came back, and she wanted her land and her house back in verse 3. Well, this is so important for those who might be on fixed income, those who might be going through areas of their life where they're like, okay, not enough resources, too many bills, what have you. It said in verse 5, this is how the Lord orchestrated everything, and he would do the same for his people. While the king was talking to Gehazi about how Elisha, did these great miracles, and it says that Gehazi said, oh my goodness, there she is. She's walking in, because the woman wanted to speak to the king so that she could reclaim her property. So some people will say, oh, that's a coincidence. Some people will say, oh, serendipity. No, it's God orchestrating events. And it says, O king, this is a woman, and this is her son, whom Elisha restored to life. Okay, so the first thing is God orchestrates. People will be like, oh, I just was thinking about you, and you get a phone call, right, and an opportunity, or an email, and you were about to send an email and you receive one. God does that. And in verse 6, it says, when the king asked the woman about the events, about the miracles, she told him. So the king appointed, key word, he assigned. Hello, think about Psalms 91:11, how the Lord assigns his guardian angels, right? He shall give his angels charge over thee. I always told my son that wherever you are, the Lord has angel advocates in the form of people to advocate for you, to speak on your behalf, to bless you. The Lord does that. He orchestrates, he puts it in our path. And it's not just happenstance. It's because of God's will. Well, the king appointed unto her a certain officer, saying, what? The king told the officer, restore all that was hers and all the fruits of the field since the day she left 7 years ago all the way until now. Now, if we're looking at our calendar, that's like 84 months, 12 times 7. But just know that she was paid. The Lord blessed her. Even during that famine, she was still able to recoup the losses that so many felt. And the Lord conducted all of those events so that it could bless her. And guess what? He would do the same for you. And what are we to look for or search? Let's not go after money. Let's not go after funds. That's the favor of the Lord. That's why I've always said that's more important than any type of dollars that you could get, any type of investment. And in second chapter of Proverbs, because this is the second day of the month, in the 4th verse, it says, if we seek wisdom like silver or money, and searchest wisdom as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, the respect, and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He would tell us the investments to make. He would tell us what jobs, assignments to take. He would tell us what to buy, what to sell, at what time. And he would take care of all of our needs because he owns all the cattle on 1,000, 1,000,000 hills. All of it is his. So let's acknowledge him. First and foremost, let's seek his wisdom. And he would tell us how to retire comfortably, how to live beneath our means and bless others and live the abundant life. Have a wonderful evening enjoying the Lord's blessings.